guys, I'm back with a new video and let's talk about Twisters. So, as per usual, I'm gonna try and keep these short and sweet. Yeah, I have a few notes, but I didn't exactly plan this video either, so again, we're just gonna wing it. But I have some strong opinions on this film, so I think it's gonna be easy to make my point across. So yeah, I guess let's just jump right into it. So first of all, I guess I should say again that I haven't seen the original film. I didn't think it was like important to watch the original. This is sort of a sequel, but also a reboot. So I decided to go in like blind and just watch this as a standalone film, which I think it's supposed to be a standalone as well, to work as a standalone film. And yeah, before I really get into my thoughts, let me just tell you a little bit about the film in case you don't know anything about it. Just like me, even though I watched the trailers and the trailers made it look interesting to me. So this is about a group of not really storm chasers, but it's people that are interested in tornadoes and storms. And there's a backstory, but I'm not gonna reveal it because I think it's interesting to just experience it in the cinema. And yeah, there's a backstory there that is interesting. What really makes this film, though, I think, is the cast. This cast is stacked. So this one stars Daisy Edgar Jones, Glenn Powell, Anthony Ramos, and a bunch of other big actors like Brendan Pereira that you might remember from the film Nope, Katie O'Brien, I think that's her name, that she stars in the new Love Lies Bleeding. There's a bunch of recognizable faces and big names in this film, some cameos, special cameos. So yeah, it's a stacked cast, and I think that's something not only that makes the film, but that really surprised me, because I knew the three leads, but I had no idea about the other people, all the other big names that are in the film, that star in the film. So it was a nice surprise. And post that, let's get to my thoughts. So I was pretty excited about this one because of the trailers. As I said, I watched the trailers. They made it look really like a thrilling and a good action thriller film. But because this is a sequel and a reboot, and because of the subject matter, it could get a bit cheesy, too camp, and just too much. And I guess I'm happy to say that not only I enjoyed it, but this one balances out both things really well. So it has equal amounts of thrills as well as cheesiness. So because this is set in Oklahoma and the countryside, it leans a lot into all the country cliches. Visually, the score is a lot of country music, the dialogue, the costumes, and Glenn Powell's character is the cheesiest one. It's he's full on country vibes, but at the same time, when it gets to the tornadoes and the storms and the scary parts, they are able to just put aside all the cheesiness and focus on the thrills. So I was really invested in all of these characters. I cared about them, which is really important in a film like this where anything can happen. And I was really afraid for them, and I felt I felt scared, just like they were in some of these situations. So it was really well balanced out, in my opinion. When it was time to focus on the storm and to be serious. They were able to be serious, and then they got a bit cheesy like in the downtime. And yeah, I like that. As far as the acting goes, everyone was like good, but Daisy Edgar Jones, she's the star in this film. She's so good. Glenn Powell, because his character is like a bit too country, it's a bit too cheesy sometimes, so I don't think it's his best character, but it works. Yeah, Daisy Edgar Jones is the star here. She's really good. On a technical level, I mean, it fits, but I think there were too many like shaky scenes. Like the camera movement was really shaky. Again, I know it fits with the tornadoes and all of that, but it was a bit too much at times. It didn't take me out of the film, but sometimes I wanted to see more clearly and I just couldn't. So yeah, it's a bit and as I said, the score is really country, like the soundtrack, which I think it fits and it gives like the film a lighter tone, which this is supposed to be kind of fun. Overall, I had a lot of fun with this, as well as some thrills, which you are supposed to have both things with this film. So yeah, I was entertained. I had a good time, even though it was like scary at times. But yeah, I would totally recommend it. I don't know how it compares to the original one. If you've seen both films, let me know in the comments. If this is like a direct continuation, if I should watch the original. But yeah, I do recommend this one. And now let's go to my scores. So overall, I'm gonna give the film a 3.5 out of 5. I think it's a pretty solid film. Some have been saying this is like the summer blockbuster, and as of now, I would agree. This is like a good time in a way. I would love to watch this one in 4DX, because with all the wind and the rain and all of that, it should be really fun. If you've experienced it in 4DX, let me know in the comments how it was, if it's worth it, because I might go watch it in that format. I watched it on IMAX and I think it's worth it. It's worth to see in a big screen because it's a good time in a way. So yeah, cinematography, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Again, I know it fits like the theme, but it was a bit too shaky for my liking, the camera movements. And originality, I think I'm gonna give it a 3 as well, because obviously this is not a new concept, because this is like a sequel, reboot, whatever. But I don't know the original story, but this story, it felt sort of original to me, like the backstory of the characters and their motivations. They look like something new, so I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I think it's fair. And yeah, so these are my thoughts on Twisters. I hope I made my point clear. I hope I didn't ramble too much. If you've seen the film, let me know in the comments what you thought. Again, if you've seen both films, like the original and this one, let me know if I'm missing out in not watching the original and if I should go back and watch it. And yeah, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video.